So we are back at it again with our ceramic coatings and auto detailing. So right now we are working on this Nissan Note. This is a 2024 Nissan Note e-Power. So as we start off with the rims, we detail the rims. This car has hubcaps on it, and we are going to clean the hubcaps in order to put a ceramic coat over the hubcaps as well. So cleaning the tires, give it a good scrub. We already added the degreaser. We clean underneath the wells also. This car, whenever we are doing a ceramic coating, we try to do a complete job as best as we could on the exterior of the vehicle, which means a detailed cleaning of the wheel wells, the grill, the fine things on the outside of the vehicle, because we have to make this vehicle look as though it is brand new once again from the showroom, which is ideally what we do when we have a ceramic coating job, right? So we are doing the wash process right now, taking off all the little dirt that's on the vehicle, right? As you can see, again, we are outdoors. We are working outdoors as a mobile detailer would, and due to this we would have to keep the vehicle cool, which is why I like to use a lot of water while doing the process, right? Because we do not want water to dry on the vehicle, which would cause water spotting, and that's something we try to avoid during the process. So we are foaming down right now. Gonna take out all the grease and all the sand and dirt that is on the vehicle. We are foaming down here, and basically while this process is going on, while washing, you will be able to feel areas on the vehicle where you would have a tar build up, or you would have any sort of dirt stuck on the vehicle. You would feel it. If you pass your hand while the foam is on, the lubrication is there, you will feel all where needs to be addressed with the clay bar treatment. I am using a mitt, but sometimes I would use just my bare hands with the sponge, and the other hand, like you will see my other hand there on the vehicle. Sometimes I would pass that hand on certain areas, especially the rocker panel at the bottom of the vehicle, to make sure that I would need to address that area, right? So still on the wash process here, we are taking our time, right? So when we finish the washing here, spray off the water, and then we go to the clay bar treatment, right? So don't forget to like the videos, subscribe to the channel. I always have discounts for my customers. Once they subscribe, leave comments and stuff like that, I always have discounts for you all. Discounts also for reviews, you know. So I try to treat the customers as best as possible on certain jobs that I have where I can give discounts. I will give discounts, right? So still on the wash process here. Also check out the link tree. There's a link tree on Instagram. Also, if you go to the website link directly to my website, which is in the description below, you will be able to see a link tree. You'll see the YouTube channel, you'll see the Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, the Google business page. You'll basically see everything, and you can also check out the reviews there as well, because basically the reviews will tell you what type of work we do here and the quality of the work, right? The reviews will let you know, so you can be a customer as well. Yes, I needed to check that camera to see if it was recording because of the misting from the pressure hose. It was blasting on the camera, so I just needed to double check that recording, right? So finishing up the process here. Right, as you can see, we're taking our time. You will realize the sun is hitting the vehicle, right, which means it is heating up the vehicle. So this is why I will use a lot of water to keep the vehicle cool. So after this now, we are going to go to the clay bar treatment, right? So what I will use, this clay bar I am using here, well, you will see I'm feeling the body of the car here to make sure that I need to put some extra effort into that area, because that is where the tar builds up at the bottom of the panel there, right? And you would keep passing your hand with the lubrication, the soap water, to make sure that the area is free from those deposits. So that what I am using there is really a clay pad, right? That you can use that on your DA machine, and you could use the machine on the vehicle, but I find it to be quicker using it by hand, right? You will realize how quick I am moving here. This vehicle is being done, the video is being done in real-time motion, so that is exactly the speed that I am moving there, right? If you need to get a clay pad like that, you will be able to get it on Amazon. You can check the description below. There's a link there that is going to carry you straight to Amazon to get all the products that I'm using here, right? The pressure washer, you'll get foam guns as well. You'll get the clay pad, and you'll get different stuff that I use. And if you need to find out anything else that is not in the description, you can always give me a message or comment on the video as well, and I will respond as soon as possible. So we are doing the clay bar here on the headlights, on the bonnet. This is our main area because you would have a lot of bugs on the bumper here, right? As going up the highways, the freeways, you will have bugs coming up. So you need to pay attention to these areas. These are critical areas on the vehicle when you are doing the preparation work for the ceramic coating. Yes, there are critical areas you will need to pay attention to. You will realize on the grill there, I'm moving a bit slow, most likely because I'm feeling some debris stuck on the grill over there. So that's the other side of the bumper. We are finishing up. That soap water I am using there, you can use any sort of soap water. What I would use is car wash, right? I would use a little bit of the car wash and dilute it with some water and use that as a lubricant to use the clay pad or the clay bar, whichever you prefer. There are also clay bars you can use, but the clay bars, I have stopped using the clay bars because they are a bit, in using the clay bars, it's a little piece you would have in your hand, and sometimes it slips out of your hand and falls on the ground, and you know when that falls on the ground, that has to be discarded because it will pick up sand and dirt and you won't be able to use it on the vehicle again, which is why I have gravitated to the clay pad, because this clay pad can be washed. Even though it may fall on the ground, you can also rinse it off and the sand will rinse off from it as well, and the longevity of it is very good. This is a Max Shine clay pad I am using. It lasts very long. Numerous vehicles you can do with it, right? So we just washing off the soap here, right? Keeping the vehicle cool. Again, as mobile detailers, we need to take these little things into consideration when working outdoors, right? This vehicle will also be ceramic coated outdoors, and I would show you all how you basically have to be with a ceramic coating when working outdoors, because some ceramic coatings you can use outdoors. They are designed to be applied outdoors. So at this point here, we are doing the paint correction. So what I would be using here is my DA with a one-step pad, And what I really like to use is the Turtle Wax One and Done Compound and Finish. That product is also available in the description, and you can get it from Amazon to buy as well. You will click on the link and it will direct you straight to the product on Amazon. Right? Maybe it may direct you to the internet browser. You just have to log into your Amazon account from the browser, and you will be able to view the product and purchase as well. So we are doing the buffing process here, the paint correction process, and this step is to basically give the vehicle a gloss and to take out any remaining oxidation remnants from oxidation on the surface of the paint. And this is a very critical process as well, because you need to make sure that all the compound, the product, is buffed out of the vehicle, because this is the second to last step. After this step, we will be doing a detox and after applying the ceramic coating. So this step is very critical. You don't want any remnants of that polish, or, well, I call it a compound. You don't want any of that on the vehicle, because that is going to create problems. If any of that remains on the vehicle, the ceramic coating is going to go over it, and you will have something called a sacrificial layer over the vehicle. So when that polish, which is on the vehicle, decides to just give up, remember, the ceramic coating will be over the polish. If you do not get out all that polish or compound, the ceramic coating is going to coat over that. And the compound is not something that bonds to the vehicle's paint, right? It rubs out, it wipes out. So like in a wash, that layer could come off. That little section that where you didn't clean off properly, that could actually come off, and the ceramic coating over it will come off as well, and you're gonna see discrepancy in the job, and eventually the customer is gonna come back to you and complain. So these are the things that you don't want. You would see that I am wiping off that compound thoroughly, buffing it off thoroughly, and I would even go from different angles to make sure that there is no compound on the vehicle remaining, right? Even though we use something called the detox, which I spoke about earlier, the detox is basically to remove remnants of polish or compound from the paint, right? But you remember, you do not want to have a whole lot, because it's gonna build up in the cloth, the detox cloth, and you're gonna get problems there as well. Right, so as I said, this ceramic coating process is a very tricky process, but it's basically simple in time. After the experience, it will become natural, right? Maybe the first 1 or 2 ceramic jobs you do, you may be a little skeptical, but once you follow the right process, which some of my vehicles I give you the proper rundown, you shouldn't be in a problem. So we are doing the seams here now on the vehicle, the front doors. Right now, this vehicle was in basically a good condition, because parts of it were painted over before it was brought to me, and the paintwork was done like a little over a month, and then the customer brought it to me to ceramic coat. Now, something to take into consideration is that whenever you have a vehicle that is just painted, we need to hold on for about a month to let that clear coat cure and pull properly on the vehicle before we apply a ceramic. So when a vehicle just comes out of the garage, it is not a good idea to put a ceramic immediately, because the ceramic is not going to hold. You're going to see bubbles coming up within a few weeks of washing, and the customer is definitely going to come back, and you will have to fix it, and fix it for free most likely, because these are things that a detailer should know before applying a ceramic coating. It will be questions that you ask prior to the job that if the vehicle was done, if the vehicle had any paint work done or anything previously. You would ask these questions. Now, a good idea is that for vehicles that are painted recently, a 2 to 3 year coating is no problem to put on a vehicle, because we do not know the type of job that would have been done on the vehicle from the straightener or painter. We would not know the quality of paint they use, the longevity of the paint, the guarantee on the job, the warranty on the job. We don't know these things. We can't tell. So basically, we need to be careful on the level of protection we put on the vehicle. You may not want to put a 5-year coating or a 6-year coating on a vehicle that was painted over, because you may not know what problems may arise. So a 2 to 3 year coating is ideal for vehicles that have just left the garage, right? And as I said, we hold on for a little month, over a month, and then we apply the ceramic coating, right? So right now we are finishing up the vehicle here, and we are doing the tailgate right now. I would open the tailgate to make sure I could polish basically all the seams and the corners of the vehicle, right? So I try not to skip out places, and buffing off that area, especially on the emblem, the badge, is a very critical spot as well, because you don't want any compound or polish to stick up there, right? You need all there to be clean. So you would spend a little extra time to get these areas detailed, right? So you would see I put up a little tent there, so we're going to be ceramic coating, but not any direct sunlight, but still outdoors, right? So when you are ceramic coating outdoors, you basically need to observe quickly what is going on with that ceramic when you apply it, because it is going to flash, and it is the flash time that we are looking at in order to level off the ceramic. So right now, this step I am doing here is the detox step that I mentioned about, and the detox step would have cleaned out the remnants of polish compound on the vehicle, right? And we are on to applying the ceramic coating right now. So you would see there, the ceramic coating I used on this vehicle was a System-X crystal coating. That's a 2 to 3 year coating, and this is the application process. And you would realize that I am doing little pieces of the vehicle at a time, leveling off with the yellow cloth and buffing off with the white cloth. The white cloth is a very plush cloth. It is from the rag company. It is available in the description as well, and that is used for buffing off the ceramic coating. After leveling, you will need to buff off. When you start to buff, you're going to see the gloss in the vehicle popping, right? So this is pieces again I am doing. I am not doing big amounts at a time on the vehicle, right? Because once again, we are outdoors, right? And this is actually in real time. I am moving a bit quick because that ceramic flashes very quickly in the outdoors, right? Level off and then buff off, right? And the gloss is beginning to come in as you are observing with that buffing cloth, right? Remember, all these things I am using is available in the description below. The applicator pad, the cloths as well. The ceramic coating itself is something that you will need to get certified to use, because this ceramic coating I am using is from System-X, and they require detailers to have a certificate before using, which means that you need to be familiar with ceramics so that you do not make any mistakes while the process is going on, right? Because you need to be very careful with this product. This product is basically the professional grade ceramic coatings, and is not available on Amazon or stores. These coatings have to be bought directly from the company. So you all can contact me for certification, the process, and I will carry you through the process, and you can have a certificate and get these products as well from me. For those of you who are not sure, this video is in Trinidad and Tobago, and I operate from Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, so we have ceramic coating all here now. This is the ceramic coating taking place right now. Leveling off, buffing off, right? And then we will leave the vehicle to sit and cure, right? I would have an area where after I do the job in the open here, I would have a covered area I'm going to park this vehicle in and leave it overnight and into the other day, so the customer can pick this up the next evening or maybe 2 days after when it's convenient to them, right? So don't forget to like, subscribe, save the videos if you need to, send it to your friends, share it, and let me know anything you would like to find out or anything on the process. You could always give me a call and I will respond, or a message and I will respond as soon as I can. Right, so right now we are having specials in July 2025 for ceramic coatings. You can give me a call and we can work something out. The specials are for basically new vehicles, PEJ, TEJ, even PEH, right? T vehicles as well as P sedans, hatchbacks, right? New vehicles that just recently came out of the showroom. I have specials going on right now, and I'm charging roughly $2,200 per vehicle, right? If the vehicle is older than that, we can do the job as well, and we will basically do an assessment first to make sure that the job can be done, right? So don't forget to like and subscribe for more content coming up. If the video was educational and to your liking, leave a thumbs up, a like, subscribe, and a share. So this is us doing the rims here as well, the hubcaps, sorry. I did the hubcaps for the customer as well, right? So basically that's it for the vehicle, and stay tuned for more content coming up, more specials, more packages, more ceramic coatings.